In a bustling compound, filled with the sounds of life, there lived a man named Samuel. He was a ghost in plain sight, living in the smallest room at the very end, the one with the rusted door. He'd offer a nod, maybe a quiet smile, but that was all. He borrowed nothing, asked for nothing, and accepted nothing. When neighbors offered food, he'd politely decline. Gifts were refused. Help was met with silence. The whispers started, as they always do. Some called him proud. Others thought he was hiding a dark secret. A few just assumed he disliked people. But Samuel was never rude. He swept his small patch of the world each morning, paid his rent on time, and would even help fix a leaky tap if asked. He just kept his life sealed tight, like a book no one was allowed to read. Then, a young woman named Eunice moved in. She saw Samuel not for his silence, but for his invisibility. She noticed he never ate outside, never had visitors, never bought much food. As the rainy season wore on, Samuel seemed to shrink. His clothes hung on his frame, his shoulders hunched as if protecting himself from an unseen blow. Eunice quietly asked around and learned the truth. Samuel had lost his job months ago. Sickness had followed. The landlord, in a quiet act of kindness, let him stay without rent, knowing he had nowhere else to go. But even in his desperation, Samuel never asked for a thing. One evening, Eunice cooked a large meal. The delicious aroma drifted through the compound, a stark contrast to the closed door of Samuel's room. But she didn't just send over a plate. She prepared a single tray, with one large plate of food, 2 cups, and 2 spoons. She walked to his door and knocked. A long pause, and then the door creaked open. Samuel looked surprised, lost. Eunice simply smiled and stepped inside. His room was bare, stripped down to pure survival. She set the tray down and took a seat. Samuel watched her, his eyes full of hesitation and a deep, wary intelligence. He waited. Only after Eunice took the first bite did he pick up his spoon. He ate slowly at first, then with a quiet urgency that spoke of a hunger that went far beyond his stomach. His hands trembled slightly, his gaze fixed on the food. It wasn't just a meal, it was a dam breaking. As he ate, something in his guarded posture began to soften, just a little. You see, Samuel's story was a tragedy whispered only by his own heart. Years ago, he had a large, joyful family. Shared meals were a daily celebration. But one day, a festive meal turned into a nightmare. An entire household ate from the same pot. By morning, no one woke up. Poison. Samuel was the sole survivor, only because he hadn't eaten yet. From that day on, food became fear. Kindness became suspicion. The act of sharing became a reminder of unimaginable loss. He protected himself the only way he knew how, by refusing everything and everyone. That night, with Eunice, he finished the meal. For the first time in decades, he ate food he hadn't prepared himself. Not because the fear was gone, but because his hunger had finally grown louder than his traumatic memories. And because, in that small, bare room, trust had found a tiny crack to seep through. Samuel didn't change overnight, but slowly things shifted. His door stayed open a little longer. Sometimes, he'd sit outside. And sometimes, he would accept a plate of food, but only after watching the giver take the first bite. The compound began to understand. His silence wasn't arrogance, it was a shield. His distance wasn't hatred, it was self-preservation. What looks like pride is so often just fear. What feels like rejection is a mechanism for survival. And what seems strange is often just a scar from a wound no one else can see. So be gentle with people. You never truly know what battles they've fought just to be standing here today.